Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crumpet Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone. You might want to get your popcorn for this one, because I'm going hard in the paint. Who am I? I'm the 5-star general. Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. Tonight and tomorrow night, I got to spank you, homie. But I'm going to spank you tonight in a way that's going to make you understand. I'm not a game. I ain't your play toy. Try Jesus. Don't try me, homeboy. Let's get to it. Say, man, I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in, because you know without you guys, I wouldn't have a show. And I want to thank you for taking the time out to tune in to me. Hold on just a second. Let me get everything set up. Okay, so we ready now. Kids went back to school. I'm praying for them. Larry McKenzie, I posted a video. Go look at it. It's at your high school, your alumni high school. And you might want to check in and see what's going on over there. What can I start, man? I mean, it's so much to talk about that I decided I was reading something today, and I just could not let it go. I just could not let it go. I refuse. I refuse to just let it go. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all hold on just a second. Let me take this down. Okay. I refuse to just let it go. Hold on, man. What's all these new notifications? Okay, let's get back over here. You know, for a few weeks, we've been talking about the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats and how fraudulent this organization is. And I want to show you the tricks that these people in power like to play. I want you to keep your eyes on me, because I'm going to get into it. I want you to keep your eyes on me. And then I want you to listen real closely. You have a lot of organizations out in the world, in the United States of America for sure, that claim they work in the best interest of African Americans. They use voting rights and different things like that to try and entice you to be a part of their organization or give them money or do things like that. Now, I know you're sitting over there watching me, Chairman Robinson. So this video is for you. See, because I don't do marks, suckers, whatever you want to call them. I don't do them. Now, what I need y'all to do is push the share button on this video. Just push the share button on this video, and we're going to get this thing out there. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to get this thing out there. I saw a post today, and this is the post. And I'm going to read it for you. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to read it in case you can't see it. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to read it for you, and you follow me on this, all right? The Texas Coalition of Black Democrats has not been for some time as organized, statewide, financially self-sufficient, and politically powerful as we are now. And both Democrats and Republicans all across Texas now know the coalition is back and is an independent voice for the Black Democrats. This is why Republican stooges are now trying to attack the coalition and the work we have been doing. They're trying to undermine Black political power, to stop our progress, and to deny our community full access to greater wealth and prosperity. If you support the coalition, we need you to know that because of our hard work together, more Texas Black Democrats voted in 2020 than in 2008 when President Obama ran for the first time. What has Republicans really scared is that they are still another 1 million or more likely Black Democrats that the coalition is working right now to register, engage, and turn out for 22-24. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. I'm back, y'all. All right, let's go back into this. Please stay focused on helping us register, inform, empower, and turn out more Black Democrats. We must use our political power to advance our policy agenda and to hold accountable both Republicans and Democratic elected officials who violate our trust or attack the best interests in our community. Make sure you remember the Texas State House Democrats who went back to Austin to give Republicans a quorum. They have done real harm to Black Texans, the women in our state, and low-income Texans. Texas has the biggest Black population of any state. Numbers, however, only matter if we turn them into votes. Don't get distracted by Republican attacks against the coalition. Republicans want us to lose focus, spend time, energy, and resources chasing shadows instead of educating Black Texans about Republican hate policies and racist attacks on the Black community. The coalition will not be distracted from our mission and focus. We're counting on you to also stay focused on the real mission. The coalition has been rebuilt not only to ensure Black Democrats have a seat at the table, that our voting rights are protected and respected, and our candidates and office holders are protected against false political attacks, but to also combat pretend Black organizations created by Republican operatives to try and trick Black Democrats into voting for Republican candidates, especially in municipal and school board elections. Republicans are attacking strong Black elected officials and Black organizations all across Texas and our nation as part of a coordinated strategy to hold on to power while denying the truth about American history and the present day impacts of racism as they use voter suppression legislation to try and reduce the power and impact of Black voters. That is what all the phony attacks are about. Republicans are trying to run game on Texas Black Democrats, but don't fall for their BS. Very well put, Mr. Chairman. Very well put. So now I'm going to break your letter down. Let's go in here. Let's go in here and let's see. We're going to start at the top. You said for sometimes Texas Coalition of Black Democrats has not been for some time as organized. You a damn lie. You ain't organized, dude. Let's get something straight, man. You're not organized. An organization that is ran by bylaws lives and dies by their bylaws. So if you're organized, can I ask you a question? You sat on the city council. You sat on HCC. You sat on in these positions, and you're governed by Robert Rules of Order. That means you have bylaws, policies, and procedures, standard operating procedure manuals in some of these positions. But let's just stick to the bylaws of organizations because you're governed by bylaws. So, Mr. Robinson, when there needs to be a change to the bylaws, do you change the bylaws or do you amend the bylaws? See, because I've sat on boards myself. Oh yeah, you don't change bylaws. You don't throw the bylaws away. You amend the bylaws. And your organization right now has changed bylaws so much, they look like some worn out panties. So you ain't been organized and operating to the fullest degree, my brother. So let's go back in here and read some more. Let's read some more. The coalition is back. Where the hell you went? Oh, so you actually were defunct. You actually were not operating legally. So now you're back. That proves my point. Keep talking, Negro. All right? This is why Republican stooges are now trying to attack the coalition and the work we have been doing. Hold on a second. What work you talking about? What work has the coalition done for South Park, Sunnyside, Northeast Houston, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward? What work has the coalition done, Mr. Robinson? Republican stooges are attacking you. Well, hold on a second, man. I'm confused. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. I'm gonna be straight up with you, dog. I'm 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. So you not filing your campaign finance report is the reason the Republicans attack you. That's their fault that you didn't do your finances, right? It's the Republicans' fault that some of the people on your campaign finance report, their organizations and businesses don't even exist. But that's the Republicans' fault, right? Am I correct? That's the Republicans' fault. That's the Republican stooges that are attacking you. No, Negro, you were sloppy. That ain't got nothing to do with no Republicans. See, every time y'all want to push your agenda to try and bamboozle black people into believing that everybody's messing over black women. See, y'all got triggers. You got triggers, man. You got triggers. And one of those triggers is black women. You like to throw that out there and act like everybody messing over black women so you can get black women to fall in line with you, with your foolishness. That's what you do. But that's all the Republican fault that you criminals that got caught with your panties down. It's the Republicans' fault that Antron Johnson is on multiple PACs as the treasurer. That's the Republicans' fault. And it's the Republicans' fault that you gave the money to start each one of these old bogus ass PACs. That's the Republicans' fault. But you taking money from innocent politicians who realistically believe that you do the grassroots work to get people to vote for them. But that's the Republicans' fault. That's the white folk fault. That's the Republicans' fault. See, you are a horrible politician. And you know why you're a horrible politician? Because you're not trying to help the black community. What you're doing is you're the one that's hurting the black community. Because you're pushing this racist agenda to where you ain't realized yet that you don't have the majority in the state house. So you're going to have to learn how to lobby and get people to work both sides of the aisles. But the only way you think you're going to get something done right now is to make everybody believe that all these folk is against black people. But you the one out here violating the law. You the one violating the law, big homie. Let's go back and dissect your letter, Negro. If you support the coalition, you just need to know that because of our hard work, what work? What work have you done? What work have you done? You don't supply a poll worker. You don't supply a phone banker. You don't supply nobody to help these candidates with their campaigns. So what work have you done? Let's go. You want it? You put that letter out there? You dog whistling? Well, I'm the right dog to whistle to, homeboy. More black Democrats voted in 2020 than in 2008. Say, man, you ain't had nothing to do with that. Your organization ain't had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Then when Obama ran for the first time, what has Republicans really scared is that there are still another 1 million or more black Democrats that the coalition is working right now to register, engage, and turn out for 22-24. No, what you're trying to do is put the scheme together. To be able to dupe them people out their money in 22 and 24. Let's go. Please stay focused on helping us register, inform, empower, and turn out more black Democrats. We must use our political power to advance our policy agendas. What agendas? Lie it in your pocket? Let's keep going. Okay. To hold accountable both Republican and Democrat elected officials who violate our trust. Hold on, dog. If you was a preacher, you'd be a lion. Violating the trust. You want to hold somebody accountable for violating our trust with multiple PACs that you can't justify where the money went when it came in. So who is violating the trust of the people? You or the Republicans? Who's screwing your people? It's you. You're the one walking around with 10 inches. You screwing your own people. But you want to talk about violating some trust. Come on. Come on, dog. Make sure you remember that the Texas House Democrats who went back to Austin to give Republicans a quorum, they have done real harm to black Texans, the women in our state, and low-income Texans. When the last time you been to the hood, Carol? When the last time you been to Haverstock or Holmes Road in Tidwell? When the last time you walked through Fifth Ward? Negro, you don't even know where the hood located no more. You don't give a damn about low-income people. Because if you did, you'd take some of this money that y'all done siphoned away from these politicians and go to the community and help the people. Let's break you down, boy. Texas has the biggest black population of any state. Numbers, however, only matter if we turn them into votes. Don't get distracted by Republican attacks against the coalition. I'm a Republican attacking you. No, I'm Gary Monroe. Pro-black all day. And I got a problem with you slave catchers. Hold on, man. What you talking about? Let me tell you something. Everybody want to be mad at the white man for slavery because the boat showed up on the shore of Africa and then all of a sudden we were enslaved. You feel what I'm saying? We were enslaved. No, but there was some Negroes on them African islands that helped them white folk. You a slave catcher, dude. Stop blaming everything on the white man. You the one screwing the hood. You the one screwing the black sisters and the black people and the young black brothers and all that there. Let me show y'all how this Negro operate. Let's get to it, mate. The coalition, hold on. Republicans want us to lose focus and spend time, energy, and resources chasing shadows instead of educating Black Texans about Republicans' hateful policies and racist attacks on the Black community. There is nothing worse than a Black terrorist. There is nothing worse than a Black racist person that's really in the game trying to screw his own people, but think we too dumb to figure it out. White folk ain't the problem. Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, y'all are. I'm going to keep going because I got to hit you in your head. The coalition has been rebuilt not only to ensure Black Democrats have a seat at the table. That's the problem right there. Don't nobody want a seat at the table. We want our own goddamn table. And you're not the motherfucker to go get it. I don't want a seat at nobody's table. I bring my own table to the party. You ain't the person that need to be sitting at the table representing us. If you cannot explain your finances and what you have been doing and you have been ducking, then why should we trust you? Let's go. That our voting rights are protected and respected and our candidates and office holders are protected against false political attacks, but to also combat pretend Black organizations created by Republican operatives to try and trick Black Democrats into voting for Republican candidates, especially in municipal and school board elections. Man, can you shut up? A school board election is nonpartisan. So you telling me if I get into office and I'm a Democrat, these people vote me in, that I'm not supposed to represent Republican children? Say, man, you need to go back to politics 101. Because, dude, you dumb as a bag of rocks. Maybe that got something to do with your pact that you created for HISD. Maybe that got something to do with it. Huh? No, that's one of your illegal pacts right now. The one you created for HISD that you think people gonna pour money into. But by the time I'm finished with your homie, you gonna have a piggy bank with knuckles in it, boy. You gonna be throwing knuckles at the script club when I finish with you. Let's go. Let's go down here. Republicans are attacking strong Black elected officials and Black organizations all over Texas as part of a coordinated strategy to hold on to power while denying the truth about American history and the present-day impacts of racism as they use voter suppression to try and reduce the power and impact of Black voters. Which Republicans are attacking Black politicians? Would that be your organization, Coalition of Black Democrats, attacking Black State Representative Harold Dutton? Didn't you sick your rodeo clown on it? But the Republicans did that. No, that was your rodeo clown that did that. You are attacking Black elected officials. Your organization is attacking Black elected officials. And you went after Dutton several times with your foolishness. But that's the Republicans, huh? Let's go back up in here. I think we got one more sentence, and then we're going to get to it. That is why all the phony attacks say, man, I'm going to make you eat that. I'm going to make you eat that in a few days. The phony attacks. Okay, Negro. That's why all the phony attacks, that is what all the phony attacks are about. Republicans are trying to run game on Texas Black Democrats. Don't fall for their BS. No, you are trying to run game on Texas Black Democrats by making them think the Republicans are after them. They're after your elected officials. No, that is you. And as far as brother, the sad thing, you know, when you go to jail, I think the hardest time that you'll do is when you get convicted and then you waiting to be sentenced because you don't know what you're going to get. Let me tell you a secret. Boy, I know so much about y'all is unreal. Boy, I know so much about y'all is unreal. I got a strange feeling that you're going to feel like sitting at Portier. Guess who coming to dinner? Bruh, all that what you just wrote ain't nothing but a big ass lie. That's all it is. It's nothing but a big ass lie to try and bamboozle these people into believing your foolishness. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Bruh, y'all the sloppiest criminals I ever ran across. You're the sloppiest. Dude, do you realistically have a clue of what I have? Man, look here. You play them games with whoever. But see, your name always come up in something. So let me share this next screen, y'all. Let me stop this screen. Okay, so let me share this next screen. And we're going to talk about this, all right? Let's talk about this. Let me see. Let's go in here. Let's make sure we got it. Y'all can see that, huh? HCC trustee didn't seek to steer business to friend. What that mean, man? What this dude talking about, man? I tell you what I'm talking about. Your name always seem to come up in something. And when it come up in something, it don't never look right. Now, they didn't find you guilty of doing anything. But looks like it was a $1.4 million contract when you were sitting on the board of HCC that somebody accused you of trying to steer that contract to your good friend, Lalu Davis. But they say they didn't find no evidence of it. See, I know how the game go with ACC and HISD. Y'all good at covering up things. So, okay, they missed their shot on that one. They missed their shot on that one. But it's just so ironic that you and Mr. Davis are now at the state level of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. Apples don't fall far from the trees, huh? Hold on, man. The apples don't fall far from the trees, man. Let's go in here and let's look at some of this here. Man, somebody tried to steer a $1.4 million contract to Mr. Lalu Davis, according to this article, but they couldn't prove it. And just like now, when there's an issue, you don't like to answer questions. See that? There you go. ACC board hired Gardier to investigate after Michelle Morris. Hold on, y'all. I need to make sure. Okay, so y'all can see it. After Michelle Morris, an attorney retained by the college to monitor procurement, raised concerns in an October email. Morris questioned the qualifications of Five Woods to do public outreach for the bond program and expressed concern about a proposed fee, which the records show could have reached $1.4 million. So I'm going down further. I want to see where they said what, because I read this earlier. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Okay. You a former city council member. When I pressed Jacobs about how they came to select Five Woods, Morris emailed the college. The Jacob representative became very nervous, finally revealed that Five Woods representative was sent to them by Trustee Robinson. You tell me, big homie. So, Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, we're looking at 8 years later. Money is an issue. Ethics is an issue. And who caught up in it in this? Two of the main players, Carole Robinson and Lalu Davis. Have they done anything wrong? At the moment, no. It ain't never wrong until you get caught. Now, I will say this here. I'm not the average. And I keep telling you, once I lock on you, I ain't gonna let you go. I ain't gonna let you go. So y'all that's listening right now, tomorrow night, we will have two people from the state level of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats on this show tomorrow that don't know a damn thing about them PACs, all them illegal PACs. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna call them? You gonna try to stop them? I mean, what you gonna do? But if you think that's all I got, no, man, just y'all sloppy, man. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start making some phone calls. You Negroes better pick up the phone. When I call, this is how I operate, because you don't control nothing no more. Unless you want to control it from the back of a prison cell. When I make the calls, pick up the damn phone. I try to be nice and I try to be cordial. But if you think I'm going to keep letting these black organizations rape our communities, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And all of y'all sitting around complicit in this, you ain't did nothing wrong, but you know what's going on. When they start knocking on doors, they're going to knock on yours too. So what you going to do then? What you going to do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I think some of y'all politicians have a fascination with going to jail. And in this matter that you're in, when it's all played out, ain't nobody getting 5 years like Chris Oliver, 6 years like Chris Oliver. It's a major time here, big homie. It's a major time. So let's get something straight. Whatever I do, I don't do for no Republicans. I do it for the hood. Because I'm sick of y'all raping my community. Now, you other politicians that's sitting out there, like I'm clear, no, you ain't. On city council, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. I just ain't had the time to call your asses. Y'all, this is so ridiculous that it's unreal. You just dirty as all I does. And you keep screwing over the black community, and you want the black community to believe that it's them white folks doing this. Ain't nobody I'm looking at right now on my side of the investigation. Ain't none of these people white. None of these people. None of these people. Texas Democratic Party chair. Why is Carole Robinson in charge of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats on the state level when, according to the rules, he shouldn't be? He doesn't have the membership to support him. Thunder, you right. Thunder say if you want my vote, show your work. Show your work, because they not working, they lying. And any one of y'all politicians out there, black, white, Democrat, Republican, that gives this organization money, you crazy as hell too. So let's go on and shift. Let me shift my focus. See, this ain't Aubrey Taylor. Let me shift my focus. H-Bag, Rashard Cade. Better keep them people out your house, homie. You better keep them people out your house, man. You did file a finance report, but you better keep them criminals out your house, man. You feeling what I'm saying? You need to keep them out of your house. If I ain't knocking on your door right now, you good right now. But it's finna be a whole bunch of knocking and a whole bunch of calling. See, your worst nightmare was me dabbling in politics. Y'all folk wasn't never built to deal with me. You was not built to deal with me. I could be talking about so much, but when I lock on you, I'm not letting you go until I get you. Because what you are doing to our communities, it has to stop. And that goes for the head Negro in charge of the city, to all you cronies and all this other stuff y'all doing. Man, y'all finna get up out them seats. And ain't gonna be no Republicans put you out your seats. It's gonna be black Democrats that put you out. Because if they just wake up and clearly get it, that Fifth Ward looked the way it looked because of these Negroes. Third Ward looked the way it looked because of these Negroes. Northeast looks the way it looks because of these Negroes. And all y'all do is play games and think we stupid. You think that we are so stupid. Dog, I got so much on these people, man. It's unreal. Boxes and boxes of shit on y'all. Because y'all sloppy. Antron, I think you need to get with the guy with Tesla and see if he has another rocket going to outer space. Because that's the only way you're going to escape them people. Don't worry about the information I have going to the Harris County DA, because I ain't got time to play them games. This going somewhere else. See, y'all got a lot of fraudulent stuff y'all doing, man. I mean, man, y'all on some real John Goddard type shit. Y'all on some John Goddard type shit. And you walking around here like you gangsters, but you know you ain't built like that. You ain't built like that at all. And the sad part about it is, you really think we don't have nothing. You really think I don't have nothing. You know, the finest comment ever been made about me was by Greg Grugan from Fox 26 News. He say, when Monroe say he got the goods, he got them. And you can better believe, big homie, I got it. So I want you to keep acting like you got the COVID, like you sick and you can't do the meeting. Man, you better go catch a meeting real fast, man. You better go catch a meeting, because your panties is down to your knees. Bruh. Y'all done did a little bit too much, man. A little bit too much, bruh. And now you finna get caught up. Yeah, I'm finna put them in that gangster lean, Penelope. I'm finna put you in that gangster lean. So, with that being said, who can we trust from a black perspective in our communities? You got ballot harvesters. You got folks cheating in elections. You got organizations pimping the community, pimping the politicians. But you're blaming all that on white folk and Republicans. This ain't got nothing to do with no Republicans. These some crooked ass Democrats doing this. And don't think that I'm finna sit here and support no Democrat that's crooked, no Republican that's crooked. I'm not. But just some of the things in your statement just kind of shook me. When you want to talk about public trust, you violated the public trust when you didn't send in your treasury reports. Now all kind of people involved in this foolishness. And see, y'all the ones that give black folk a bad name. Y'all the ones that do that. Y'all are the ones that give black folk a bad name. Because as soon as we elevate you to a position where we think you can help us, here come the toilet paper. Because you're going to poop all over us, bro. You're going to poop all over us, man. And that's what all of y'all tend to do. I know about all of these schemes, like giving away the cards with the money on it, you know, the debit cards or whatever you call them cards, where they load the money up and we're going to give away $100. How many of them did y'all take home? I watch everything, bro. How many of them did y'all get? Mr. and Mrs. Politician? How many of them did y'all get? How many of them didn't go to the public? And I can take you all the way back to Harvey, Hurricane Harvey. Y'all did the same thing. These outreach groups ain't nothing but sham organizations that's pimping our communities. These outreach groups ain't nothing but some people that's connected to them politicians that get free money. All these grants, that's where all the free money come from. This our tax dollars they pimping us out of. But then when it's time to give the firefighters a raise, we can't do that. I got a question for y'all. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I saw that they raised the reward amount for the cop that was killed from New Orleans. Why is Tillman Ferretta at crime scenes? Don't you own the Houston Rockets? Why this dude at crime scenes ain't the first crime scene he was at? From what I understand, allegedly, he was at the crime scene when the Tuttles got murdered. Why is the owner of a professional basketball team at crime scenes where there's murders? You care that much? You care that much? I'm confused by that. I got a call yesterday, Monroe. What you think? I think it was a hit. I think it was a hit. I think it was a coordinated hit. The way it went down, I think it was a hit. That's just how I feel. And that's why they don't want to say nothing. Man, ain't nobody worried. Man, Ferretta, whatever his name, you need to go over there and play in them casinos he own, man. You need to play in them casinos, big homie. Because honestly, I'm not understanding why the owner of a basketball team is being allowed to come inside of a crime scene that's roped off with yellow tape. He's contaminating the crime scene. Can me and you just walk up there and go in there? I don't cut for that. That don't sound right to me. I don't care who you are, black, white, Latino, whatever. That don't sound right, man. It don't sound right. But I think the whole thing was a coordinated hit. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Thursday, they supposed to battle on the House floor in regards to voter integrity. And now the big thing is that we need to hold the Democrats accountable that came back to Austin. Man, do you have a clue that some of these people got kids, man? These people ain't supposed to be working right now. It's supposed to be over. This session supposed to be over. You got a pandemic running wild. You got 2 hurricanes sitting out in the Gulf. One of them look like it's coming straight this way. So they supposed to stay gone to appease your behind. No, that ain't how that work. What you need to do is learn how to work both sides of the aisles, and you probably get some work done. But they needed to be in Austin getting the work done. I see none of them, a whole bunch of them never gave back their stipends that they get, that $212 per day. They didn't give that back. That's $6,000 a month. So if you didn't give the money back, you need to be back here doing the work. Now, however you achieve your goal doing the work, that's your business. But ain't no way in hell we supposed to be paying your salaries and you ain't doing the work. Ask Ferretta how that worked. Ask Tillman if you could work for him and not do your job. How that work? No, they need to come home and do their job. So I'm telling y'all, tomorrow night, if I pull them panties halfway down tonight, we're going to take it all the way off tomorrow night. We're going to take them all the way off tomorrow night. Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, you good politicians. Don't get them people no money, man. They're not doing nothing with your money, man. They not doing nothing for you. These people can't get nobody to go vote. Oh, they got the Negro pastors under their wing. Man, ain't nobody listening to them folk no more, man. These dudes out here robbing the churches. Ain't nobody out here trying to hear what old jackleg pastor got to say, and he ain't doing right his damn self in the community. So now you gonna tell us who to vote for. Why is it so important for the pastor to tell you who to vote for? Use your own brain, your own mind, and go from there. So watch out for these bogus PACs, because these PACs are not doing anything. And tomorrow night on Dirty Politics, we're going to bust you in your head. And you're going to learn how to shut your mouth. That's what my mama used to tell me. You're going to learn how to shut your mouth. The more you talk, the more you hang yourself. You're doing good hiding, Mr. Chairman. You need to keep hiding. You need to keep doing what you're doing, because you ain't the cat that's going to get a 10th life. Your 9 are up. Oh, yeah. Your 9 lives are up, big homie. I can promise you that. And it is what it is. So I think y'all need to be here tomorrow night, because it's going to go down tomorrow night, man. It's going to go down tomorrow night, man. 2 members of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats from the state level will be here. And they ain't coming to battle. They coming to tell the truth. They coming to tell the truth. Don't try to intimidate them. None of that. We ain't having that. And don't worry about it. But expect a phone call from me. Each and every last one of y'all. And I'll be nice and cordial. But if you jump fly in the least bit, gonna be trouble. Like Dollar Bill say, it's gonna be trouble. I promise you that. It's gonna be trouble. So guess what? You know, old 5-star, I like starting good trouble. It's a reason I'm the best in the business. When I lock on you, Mr. Chairman, I don't let you go. I want to thank you for tuning in every night, 7 o'clock, YouTube and Facebook. Get on the phone and call somebody and tell them I am the 5-star general. Tomorrow night, we gonna put the nails in the coffin for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. Don't say I didn't warn you. Until then, I'll holler at y'all, man.